Hey guys, Parker Panda here. Today we have another episode of my okay, I don't know why I'm speaking so slowly. So slowly. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but whoa! I did not touch my mouse when that happened. Like that was crazy. All right, well as you can see, I have my speed way up. Actually, I don't really like it like this. I kind of like it down a little. How do I turn it down? Oh. What the? Okay, how do I turn my speed down? No! I don't care! I don't care! Oh, I should have done this before recording. But yeah, this speed's a little too high, if you ask me. But, you know, who's really asking me? Okay. So I have to go into my controls and look. Oh, here we go. So it's like, this is how you turn it down. Okay. So if I want like this, how do I move? Oh, I am moving. Oh, that's the problem. Oh. Okay, so I am turned it up. Up. Whoa. Sorry about that, guys. My mic was like about to fall on my face. Okay. That's normal. Yeah. That's acceptable. I mean, it's a little faster than normal, but I like it. I like it. Alright. So, obviously from last episode, the blues and what are they called? Grays have found the cure to cancer. What? Oh no, they just found out how to make nukes. But you know, that's a little better. That's a little better. And they have an island. Gray has an island. I'm building it right now, obviously, but Gray has an island they call the nuclear island, where no civilians are allowed on. No one's allowed on. No ships are allowed anywhere near it unless they're, you know, especially, like, you know, they know they're coming beforehand. And no one is allowed anywhere near this coastline, or, you know, in this general area. But people still have enough room to, like, boat around and swim. Like, this is still a full-on ocean. It's just, yeah, I think you understand. Okay. So they have, right in the center, they have one nuke. And they don't have any cities, but they have big buildings, you know. It's just a nuclear island. Soon, hopefully, they'll have giant nukes. You know, maybe this big they go and drop on Japan. Green. So, there we go. Okay. Alright, so they have one nuke. They have a nuke. And this is also owned by light blue and yellow, since they're all part of the same alliance, as you know. And it's their turn first, so they're gonna fire back at, what's it called? Green. Alright. Green and blue. And they also have planes, and their planes are actually a little bit better than Green's planes, because they can travel further distances. You know, I'm just not just saying that because I want it to go all the way over there and drop it. I'm just saying that because you know, they're a little more advanced. They focused not on war as much and exploring. They focus on building up. But they get the bomb. You know, it's not activated yet. They have to go to a special city and activate it. So they're flying. Actually, let me redo that route. They fly this way through this. You know, they don't want to fly over land just in case it drops. So they fly over water the whole time. Let me redo that route again. Okay, so they fly over here and around here. And then in this remote city right here, you know, no, this remote city right here, very remote, no one lives here. I mean, a couple people, you know, just meet right outside of it, activate the bomb so they know nothing's gonna happen. You know, this is the weirdest place to meet, to put the nuke. So Green definitely doesn't know this is coming yet. Oh, should they drop it on blue? They could destroy blue right here. Like, if they dropped it right, oh my gosh, that would suck. This is blue's, like, prized possession. They wouldn't do that, would they? Would they truly do that? No, I don't think they'd do that. Alright, so they fly over here. Not, oh, actually no, they don't, okay. They can fly over blue land because they don't care if it drops, on them. But remember, this is activated now, so it's definitely gonna explode when it drops. Yellow's their friends. They can't do this right here, because it might kill a lot of yellow citizens. And yellow slaves working here. Here, this is yellow slaves. Since yellow mainly lived here, there's a bunch of yellow slaves here now. Reba! I'm trying to record. Stop jumping on beds. Alright. So, where would be a damaging place? Everywhere would be pretty much a damaging place, but... Right... I think they're gonna destroy the capital city, like, entirely. So, right here. They drop it right there. Boom! Oh! Was that, like... Why was that so huge? That was, like, a ginormous mega explosion. I did not know it would be that big. Dang, that just wiped this out. Alright. Alright. I understand now. So they just got... Okay, I guess their nukes are a little more powerful. Well, I don't know, because there was a bunch of water here. So I guess they're about the same power as nukes, but, you know, this is still really, really terrible. Like, this just destroyed, like, so many cities in one. I mean, just think, that one tiny block was a city, an entire ginormous, huge metropolis. Well, not that big, but it was just a giant city, and they just destroyed it in one freaking bomb. They destroyed several cities. And now, no one can live in these areas. Well, they can live in these areas, it's just they're all gonna be, like, level 1 places, and they're gonna survive for, like, freaking 2 turns or something. But it's gonna be insane. That'll probably be a punishment. Like, they'd... Greens would, like, put all of the blues to live in this nuke land and then have, like, guards outside of it. So that they had to survive in here, and that's the only way they could, live. That would be a pretty bad punishment, actually. In some cases, worse than death. Jeez. This entire continent's gonna become a nuclear wasteland someday. I mean, already on this island from the Greens, and part of the continent got affected. But over here, this hurt the Greens. Like that. Their capital city, everyone in their capital city died in one, like, instant, 1 second. That just, all of them died. Everyone. Even the friggin' president. Because the president was here for a business trip. He usually lives there since that's their main place. But he was here for a business trip. I don't know. So they have to move the capital city to right here. Which, that was pretty intense. I mean, it made sense. I'm glad they did it, but... Because, you know, I'm mad. Alright, Blue's turn. Blue's turn to destroy... it might seem like I'm on the Gray side, but I'm honestly not. Like, I'm honestly on whoever's side. I'm unbiased. State your opinions in the comments down below. The only reason I'm so happy that happened is because they nuked them without warning for absolutely no reason, so they obviously had a reason for that. They also started work on another nuke, 2 actually, since they're obviously a lot better at making them. Well, I don't know about better, I don't know, but Green is being stupid about making them. Like, they're making them in the middle of their freaking main island. If this went off, all of these cities would be destroyed. This entire island might be destroyed. And that would be terrible, because this is where, like, everyone lives, because they don't want to live over here, because, obviously. But they could nuke this island right here. It would be destroyed pretty easily in 1 hit. Like, that would be... Green's, in the south doing really good. Gray and, you know, everyone else in the north doing good. So the north is like a war zone, but Green, that's why Green's so powerful, because they're spanning across so much over here. Whew, this is gonna become a nuclear war. Like, they could fire multiple nukes in 1 turn. That's how, like, terrible these nukes are. They hurt so bad. Alright, whose turn is it? Blue. Okay, I got in a rant. Okay, so blue was trying to invade into light blue's territory, then light blue got a new ally, and they both pushed in on the blues. And if they can cut the blues off, which would be really easy right here, they're going to do that on their next turn most likely. Cut them off right there. With both their forces combined, that will be super easy. And these cities will be cut off, and they can easily take those out. I mean, they can still trade with these people and escape there, but yeah, there's not much you can do. Maybe they'll maybe they'll nuke. Maybe they'll nuke. You never know. It would be pretty stupid to nuke the Arabian Peninsula. I call it that. I don't know why, but yeah. I suppose this should have pretty good oil, so there should... Okay. I say right here, these two cities right here. Why do I even have an orange block? It doesn't even exist anymore. So that's going to be pretty hard to take over, because there's a lot of oil, and they're giving it all to green, so green, you know, oil. Oil. Okay, I'm sorry. So blue could either rush all their men back over here, try to take, their land back, but that would... Light blue would push in, obviously, over here and take that. But they wouldn't have yellow's backing, because yellow's all the way over here. So that might be smart for the blue. Or the blue can continue invading light blue. But they might not be able to take much, because big cities, not as big cities. Do the math. They have all these gray people. Oh, by the way, gray on their turn moved. They got along this coast, they built some cities here. So, that was on their turn. It's already freaking night again. That's it. Boom. Time set 0, so it's gonna be like super early in the morning now. So it's gonna take forever. Okay. Blue still hasn't done anything. They're gonna take over right here. That's pretty much all they can do. Well, maybe right here too with the power that they have currently. But, you know, they're gonna get most likely destroyed on light blue's turn. Have to itch my back. Okay. They're gonna get destroyed on light blue's turn. I mean, blue is not thinking very smartly in this new continent. They just think green's gonna back them up, which is true. Green will back them up, but, you know, they have to depend on themselves a little bit. Red. Red is still biased in this war. They're the only people, I guess, who haven't joined the side yet. Come on, Red, get with the program. You have to do this. You're the only big country that hasn't got joined the side yet. Alright. I'm so itchy today. My back's so itchy. Okay. Maybe they can start work on a nuclear project too, but they still aren't coming out with what side they're on. You know, everyone has to do it on their little island, because they're not stupid like green. And put it on the mainland thing where most of their people live. Okay, here we go. I mean, this is pretty close, but it's not terrible. We're working on one nuke right here. It's not finished yet. But those nukes, one of them is finished, so they might launch that on their next round. Did you already say they're working on a nuke? Yeah. So this is almost finished. They'll probably launch that on their round. This is going to become a wasteland. I'm not even joking. But it's so satisfying to just see, like, boom, everything's destroyed. It's just so satisfying. They're going to help out blue when they're getting crushed. I bet that's what they're going to do. Just right here, just land in. Nuke right here, maybe, to cut them off from the oil booming industry. So they'll have to travel through death to get to the others. The other places. But this would be a bunch of small places destroyed. Maybe they could put it right here, right beside this building, and destroy all this desert land. But that would be hurting them too, because they could someday conquer this oil, so I don't know if they'll do that. It's not their turn though. But hey, that's just a theory, a film theory, and cut. Alright, so all they did for their turn was work on that, so red. Boo, boo, red. Remember, red still doesn't like gray, surprisingly. Red doesn't like gray because, you know, they gained independence from them, obviously. Light blue's turn. Oh, this is the turn. This is the turn. This is the turny journey. Alright, they can easily take that back. 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 Alright, so, yeah, blue's turn is pretty much pointless now. You know, take that. Take that. Yellow, in the meantime, this is also yellow's turn. Because they're doing it at the same instant. They do that, and together, light blue sends a bunch of their military here, you know, builds this up, because they're launching a full-on takeover of this city. Blue sees this just in time. They send some men, but most of the men get slaughtered here. But the men rush back and take over this yellow city that had a lot of people in it. So the yellows send their people around here. They keep some in there, but they're getting ready to launch an attack on this city, or this city, to cut it off. That would be probably a better idea. And they're doing it, and they're very successful. They give it to light blue. They completely conquer this city. They don't even, the blues don't even fight. They just give up, and they have heavy military in this area right here. Yellow sends their people back here. You know, builds these cities up, gives them a lot of money to protect from the blues. But if they nuke the Arabian Peninsula right here, I don't know why I keep calling that, I'm gonna stop. But that would, like, there's still a lot of, like, blue slaves in there. Because this is the slavery war. They use people as slaves here. I mean, what could they do? What could they do on their turn? I suppose, no, they couldn't take this over just yet. They'll do that on the next turn, most likely, unless they get nuked. But it's now, it is now the Axis turn. Which I don't know why I call it that. Just, you know, World War II vibes, even though there's a World War I. So, itching my hand now. Okay. Everything's messing up. Okay. So they are sitting in their capital. You know, the president's dead. They need to get back at everyone for that. They're constructing their nukes right in the middle. I was about to say maybe they could sabotage it and blow the nuke, sneak in here and someone blows the nuke, activates it and blows the nuke up in the factory, but it's not their turn. They can only do that if they're working on it and it's their turn. So technically they could go and activate maybe this. No, they would have no reason to do that, but activate this, even though that wouldn't hurt it that much. It might destroy a little bit of this city, but they could easily rebuild that. They have a fully finished nuke, and they're working on another one. They just haven't made it public yet. So they pick it up, you know, they have it in their airplanes, still very terrible airplanes. Fly it here to this tiny city, and take a good look at it, for where they want to drop this nuke, and they want it to hurt. Okay. So, Greys are the main leaders of this war, the allies in this war. It was fully Greys' idea. They did mainly the work on the nuke to do this to them. So, so, Green hasn't done much expanding here or here because they've been so focused on war, which is a problem. They need more allies, not the allies, just more allies in the Axis. Okay, this is so confusing. In order to get you know, they don't have to depend on everyone to help, but so, Piglet, 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 Piglet. Oh, you just made me destroy this entire blue city. No. Okay. So they are thinking, actually they fly the nuke, over the wasteland, you know, into this new capital city to just think about it. And they do some scouting and find out, that the Reds are here, so they now know on their maps, this area. They don't have any cities here, but this area and the Reds area, because the Reds shared it with them. You know, because why wouldn't they? It just helps everyone's maps. Helps their maps too, because they tell them about this river and all that. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So, this is like taking so long. If they drop it right here, this is gonna hurt blues, and they don't want to do that. Blues might get super mad about that because blues tend to blow stuff out of proportion. But why would they, you know, I mean, I understand nuking an ally of the Greys because it was the Greys' idea. I mean, light blues had a huge part in it too. They helped do the research, you know, helped find out how to make the nukes, and they helped plan where to put it, where to drop it. Sorry. So they could hurt them, but yellows, on the other hand, yellows have a smallish, compact island not too far. And small compact islands are perfect for nukes. They are perfect for nukes. Because, you know, it destroys the entire island and everything, because it's all compact, all the cities are right beside each other. But say here, this city is really far away from this city, and this city, like, all these cities are so far apart. I mean, not that far in this area, because this is right around the lake, but in areas like this, cities, bigger cities are so far away from each other. You know, some parts not, but some parts yes. So, really already? Again, okay. So they're officially announcing they're going to drop the nuke right here, which might not be the smartest idea because, I don't know, it just doesn't destroy very many big cities, but it's still a good idea. So they're here, they activate the nuke, so when it's on impact, this thing will explode, so they can't fly over things that are too important. They fly over here, you know, fly a little bit around the mountains, fly over this just in case so it doesn't get wasted. Fly here. Even though it is really dangerous flying over this, because they might have some research they don't know about to shoot it down without blowing up the nuke. They fly it right here and drop it right here. And actually, you know what? This is the first time a misdrop happens. Not because, you know, this is the first time a misdrop happens. That might happen a lot from the pilots since they're not well trained. They drop it right here. They try to drop it right about here. I mean, it's not that far off, but still. Gotta be exact when you're doing this. This might hurt blues, actually. Alright, they drop it there on impact. Oh no, I meant to drop it there. Oh no, I hope I don't get fired. Ooh, that was deadly. I think that might have hurt the blues. Oh, it hurt the blues. Oh, it hurt the blues. Dang. So, I mean, greens technically killed a lot of blues. A lot of blues. But they also killed so many more light blues. This city was just a little bit injured, but they could fix that pretty easily. Just the poor people died. I mean, who cares about the poor people? Am I right? No, I'm joking. Obviously, I don't know why I keep saying obviously. If you don't know, the poor people live at the bottom and the rich people live at the top. Not that that matters. It just matters sometimes when, you know, the poor people that move from the gray place live. Yeah, you get it. So this is the wasteland. You know, they need to stop doing this nuke stuff because that is really hurting everyone. Like, this misshaped the Arabian Peninsula. That's how bad it was. Don't know why I keep calling it that, but that's how bad it was. Like, it might never be the same again. Water flooded these areas because they were shrunk a lot, so yeah, this misshaped the mainland a lot, I guess. I mean, just look at that. Just look at it. Now there's a freaking giant inland lake connected to the ocean by a river. Like, this is craziness. But this wasteland, it can't get much worse. Well, it can get much worse, but you know. Alright, how do I, okay. Okay. So, water gets flooded into these areas, you know. It's very deadly water, fish can't live there very easily. Okay. So we are ready for Gray's turn. So Gray, they are super mad, and they announced publicly that they're working on a new nuke that is double the explosion as the last one, and they fly the nuke that was here before. They fly it up here. They're working on planes that can go a lot higher so that they're, you know, just, I don't know why. They fly it right to here. This is, keep in mind, this is like a week. This is like a week after nuke just hit. Like, people are still dying from all the radiation, everything. There's still a lot of deaths, and they fixed all that. Just didn't hurt that city too bad, which the Greys, whatever they're called, the Greens would have wanted. So they fly all the way here, you know, they get it in here, the nuke in here, and now they have to think, where do we drop this nuke? This is bad, guys. They could drop it here, which would entirely misshape the end of this peninsula where all the oil is, so if they take this over, they wouldn't want to do that because that would destroy all the oil, and a bunch of water would flood in. I'm surprised more water didn't flood in here. I mean, it did flood in a little, but I'm surprised. So, but if they drop it in this, like, it's just gonna hurt the Greens a lot. And if they drop it in the lake, then the lake could flood these cities, or if they drop it right here. If they drop it right here, it'll destroy this city, and possibly these cities. Most likely these cities. Ugh. I have hiccups. But, chicken butt. Chicken butt. Okay, so the Greens are working on another nuke. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be terrible for the Greens. Like, this could end life. End life entirely. They're gonna drop a nuke on this island. This island could get completely flooded and sink underwater. Everyone on this island could die. Keep in mind, all the governments, everything is here. You know, this is just a bunch of colonies, but if they drop the nuke here, Greens are gone. Like, they are not going to be, I think Greens are probably the second most powerful right now after the Greys. They will be maybe the last most powerful, because this would be terrible. This would be terrible. If they drop a double nuke, a nuke on top of a nuke in the city, that would be bad. They don't know if this nuke will go off. They don't know if it's armed or not. I mean, it's obviously not armed if it's in the middle of the island, but it might not go off because maybe they didn't have anything plugged in, but they still have the explosive inside of there, so it could happen. Could happen. But if they misdrop, that could be the end of it. If they accidentally drop it right here into the ocean, it's over. That nuke is completely wasted and just explodes at the bottom of the ocean and kills a bunch of fish. Why would you want to do that? Well, if you do have a lot of nukes, you could drop like 50 nukes around here and they wouldn't be able to get fish, but yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking. Alright, Greys. they convince yellow. Well, they don't convince yellow. They're on the same team. They have the nuke inside of here. They arm it, so they know they're ready. They know they're ready. And they're supposed to drop it right here, but they misdrop. They misdrop. They don't know if it's gonna work now. They misdrop right here. Oh no, no, they misdropped. It's official. It's official. It's officially over. Oh my god, that misdrop cost everything. That nuke didn't explode. I mean, it did explode down in the water, but, you know, that wouldn't count towards anything. So that misdrop ruined everything. I mean, it did destroy the biggest city almost entirely, and here, too. But that was terrible. Like, they thought, everyone thought that was going to be much worse, but apparently they had some sort of defense. Let's just say they had some sort of defense to where that didn't blow up. But that destroyed everything. That destroyed everything. That made this entire island a wasteland, a flooded wasteland. What the heck? This looks like two tiny islands now. Actually, it makes all of this, like, nah. Alright, so, I was about to say, like, makes everything a wasteland, but that would just be too extreme. So it was kind of like this. I mean, it flooded so much because it's an island, and, you know, that just doesn't work, but that was bad. They have 3 cities, and this city is most likely gonna die. Well, they still have imports here, but they're not getting food. They have to have a ship or a plane fly it to them, so they're okay. They're okay for now, and they can get food from here. You know, they're good. So that just killed Greens. Greens might forfeit from this now. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd forfeit too if this happened to me. But that is where we're gonna end the episode, guys. Because, you know, I don't know. It's just we're gonna end the episode. We'll start with Blue's turn next game. Well, okay, fine. We'll go through a couple turns really fast. Alright, Blue, Red. Okay, so Blue doesn't do anything. Okay, everyone's just trying to rebuild. This is the rebuilding round. They just try to rebuild. Blue, light blue. Light blue helps build the nuke, the double nuke, and so does yellow because, you know, we're running out of time. And red and green. This is, green. Okay, green and blue. Okay, so green and blue is where it gets real. So their nuke is exploded, obviously, but they had some defense. I don't know why I keep saying obviously. I don't know. I'm the apparently kid. Apparently, alright. So, they have a new place for it right here in the middle of nowhere. And they're also working on that double nuke. They're working on this. They extremely fund their nuclear project. No one knows about this region. This is marked off maps, everything. But if Red joins their side... Oh, Red has that nuke, by the way. Next round, Red's probably going to use that nuke on someone. Next game, I mean. If Red, you know, scouts here, they could tell the others, and they could drop a nuke here, and that would, like, if they drop a nuke right here, that would destroy everything. That would destroy, well, probably, I don't know, but it will also destroy the Red, so Red probably wouldn't want to do that. Okay. I don't know what that noise was, but they'd fund these nukes, all that. Alright. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. If you didn't like the video, like it anyways, and bye.